Anyway, I forget now, it's been so many years, but that's why you'll see some, you know, in some cases, other than the first word of a first paragraph, that's always spelled out. You would never put a digit as the first thing in a paragraph of a sentence, or even a first thing of a sentence. But anything within a sentence, a number is either spelled out or written numerically. So we're in the thick of the London fog or smog here. That used to be the 12th Street Gym, although now it's a high-rise, like, I guess residential building, I kind of forget. A lot of people would go down here to get to the gym. And those were the days, right? You know, they had a CD wall many years ago. Then it changed because everybody had their own phones and stuff and can turn on their music without using a CD. You would press, like, you would walk up to the wall, say there's one room where they had a CD wall, and you would use treadmills, ellipticals, or similar, and you put your favorite music, which was on a CD, into one of the open slots on the wall, and they would be numbered like 1 through 25. Whoops. So say you put yours in number 25, you know, 25 is kind of high, but, and then you would choose your machine, or either which way. So you go up to your elliptical machine, and there's a little channel changer on the side. So you would press, you know, like up on the side, you would press number 25 or whatever. You would plug your earphones into the box, and you were hooked up to your music. So that's how you could work out. I was on and off at 12th Street Gym depending on, you know, whether or not I could afford to go, but I needed to go to keep myself, you know, fit and, you know, sane, I guess, or what have you. Kept me busy. I'm, you know, someone who's always been independent, so yeah, you can have to fill your life with a whole bunch of things if you don't have like a spouse, partner, or kids and stuff like that. You know, and I'm someone who, I never could figure out how you force someone to marry you. And I'm not manipulative, or, you know, some people are married because someone's overly domineering and manipulative, or has money, and that becomes, you know, part of the recipe of marriage. You know, hopefully people are, you know, like each other and stuff like that. Hello, taco company. It's a new one. So in here on Walnut Street. So 34 is up. That's not good. 2234. 34 has been coming up, which means, you know, someone's gonna get cut somewhere. Shave and a haircut, 2 bits. You know, I don't love it because that's part of someone's conspiracy, or, you know, it's kind of ritual coding. People would know that 34 is an issue. Technically, during the Obama administration, 2 African Americans would die mysteriously or under bizarre circumstances, and they were both 34 years old. So it officially became like a number that isn't good, at least in the Obama world. So one of them was a female who drove her car into the White House gates. They say that she claimed that she thought Obama was talking to her. I can guarantee you she was being spoken to, and someone needs to fess up for what they did. So you have innocent people out here who are actually spoken to. And if there's really dirty people out there, they will claim that they are a movie star or a high public figure. And whoever's talking to the person might actually be a handler, meaning they can control the actions of people. They can create a lot of anger. You know, all of a sudden someone's like throwing stuff across the room because it's hard to explain. But anyway, 22 is always a bad number. 11/22/63, JFK was assassinated. So that's death all around, 2234. So be wary out there. The numbers are on the police car at the Jefferson University Hospital. So Of course, that's a hospital, so people pass away all the time. Munch. I would lay low and not go crazy driving anywhere or doing any big trips or anything. It's death is in the air. 11:34 on the police car. That's 22:34. That's even worse, you know. Sorry, 11 is also not the best number, but 22:34 on the police car. That's death all around. So, and I'll spread the word. 22:34 on the police car, 2 blocks east or west, and that's death numbers. The people who do numbers. I was kind of forced to learn it. It just kept coming up, and I'm like, I don't know, what am I supposed to do? You know, all I know is JFK was assassinated on 11/22/63, and 9 is the total if you add 6 and 3. So there you go. That's that. There's always flips going on all over the place. So we didn't have 9/11 back in the 60s. That wasn't a thing. And 9/11 would be created later. Go through the phone. So, head on down here to Will's Eye. Is up and off to the right. Now, they call it Will's Eye, and it is actually like, you know, physicians and plastic surgeons who work on the eyes and optics, I guess. I don't know how. But you could see it as a will, and people are keeping an eye on someone's will who might have been corrupted, like whose will was corrupted by people. Would Philly go that far? Will's Eye. So it kind of looks like an eye, like it's shaped like curved like an eye, this building here. But someone saw it that way, and they're going to use it, you know, for messaging. Will's Eye, keeping an eye on wills and estates. That's the other read on that hospital. Walnut Street Theater, the State Theater of Pennsylvania. Ooh. Hay fever, blissfully bad behavior, begins February 11th, and that's 2/11. We already know. See, they have it marked as about bad behavior. Begins March 25th. Dream Girls, 325. I don't know much about 25s, never comes up. 3s are usually okay-ish. Technically, it's the number of the Trinity and stuff like that. Lots of fog in Washington Square, where the eternal flame burns 24 hours a day. I was down here over the weekend, the other day, and there was a setup going on down here, and I almost didn't stop in. I had had enough points for a free pastry, and usually this Starbucks seems sort of out of the way and okay, but a whole bunch of stuff went on at that Starbucks, which means they're highly puppeted, some people would suggest, or they know how to play a gang stalker game. Too many people working there play a game to annoy people on purpose. So it's hard to explain, but there was also a security guy there who came from the Jefferson building down there. He was getting coffee, so I don't know if go straight. I don't know if his energy played into it. Sometimes those people are hooked up with a lot of